Oh, that's a pure tune.
What's happening, guys? Welcome to Pure Tunes. Just want to apologise, last week's video was taken down by Warner Music Group after they spat the dummy over some copyright issues. I guess I've never heard of fair use policy for journalists. Some people never learn, I guess. But let's talk about some of the stuff that mattered to me this week. For instance, two brilliant bands have announced this week that they're going to be splitting up. On Thursday it was announced that the Brighton-based 80s Matchbox Beeline Disaster were splitting up, and it made me sad in my face. The band have had an amazing 11-year career where they've only released 3 albums, starting off with 2002's Horse of the Dog. Yeah, no, brilliant title. Followed up in 2004 by the Royal Society. Then their third album came out May 2010, I believe. It's called Blood and Fire. All of them brilliant. They haven't given any reason for their splitting up, but it's a sad day anyway. I cried. I'm pretty sure the rest of the hipster community of Ayrshire cried as well. But if that wasn't bad enough, same day, posted on the NME website, Faithless are going to split up after their current European tour. Maxi Jazz, the band's rapper, announced that the last show they're going to be playing is April 8th at the Brixton Academy in London. Says after 15 years and 6 albums, they've made their point by now. But Faithless have always been one of those classic sort of festival dance bands, and it's going to be weird going out to the festivals this year and not seeing them on a stage. Needless to say, guys, you'll be missed, especially by me, even though I've never seen you live. The fact that I'll never get the chance to see you live hurts me in my soul. That cold, dark, stony thing in the middle of my chest, whatever you call it. Can't stop coughing today. But it's not all doom and gloom. Where there's death, there's also new life. Or so Easter has made me believe. Something like that. Along with all the bands breaking up, we've also had a slew of announcements this week of new albums in production, almost finished, being finished. We've got a lot to look forward to this year, I think. For instance, Incubus have announced that their 7th studio album is in the can. It's ready to go. Steve Reddy, the band's manager, posted on an Incubus fan site saying the album's finished. He said, and I quote, "Nothing like its predecessors, quintessential Incubus, but like no Incubus record before it. It's the first album since Light Grenades in 2006, so, I mean, I've been waiting a while." Moving on to something a little bit more garagey, the Vines have announced that they're going to be releasing their new album in June. It's called Future Primitive, and it's apparently sort of a hark back to the 1960s. I don't know what that means. In the fact that a lot of the songs are going to be quite short, around the 2-minute mark. This could be interesting because, you know, the Vines have always been a sort of a staple of the 3.5-minute garage rock epic. This will be their 5th studio album, the last one being 2008's Melodia. What's it with all these bands and not releasing for ages and then announcing all these albums at the same time? Whatever it is, great, keep it coming, keep it coming. As if that's not enough, Death Cab for Cutie, the kings, crown princes of frickin' slow indie rock, have announced they're going to be bringing out their new album, Codes and Keys, this May. Only a couple of days after my birthday, guys. You not want to drop any hints or anything. Codes and Keys will be out on May 30th. It is a follow-up to the last album from 2008 called Narrow Stairs. They're playing a 3-date tour in the UK to support it, as well as performing at the Hop Farm Festival in Kent. And as usual, I am sad to announce they are supporting the Foo Fighters at Milton Keynes Bowl on July 2nd, and I can't go because the tickets sold out in a couple of hours. Someone kill me, please. A track listing has been posted up on the NME website, but obviously, having never heard the songs is going to be pointless to everyone. But link in the Wunderbar if you want to see that stuff. I don't know why, but hey, it's there. Oh, so much music. It's going to be actually a great year for music. But that's not all that's awesome about music. Records are just one tiny little part of what we do, am I right, guys? The other bit, touring. Love to tour. You know who else loves to tour? Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah. Art Garfunkel has announced that Simon and Garfunkel could start touring as a duo again by the end of the year. Garfunkel's been out of the game since he was diagnosed with vocal cord paresis. I believe it's called vocal cord paresis, yes. However, he says he will be well enough to perform by the end of this year, 2011. He's on the road to recovery. It's going to be cool. We're going to have an awesome band back in the running again. Of course, tickets will probably sell out again within a couple of hours. And there'll be another band I don't get to see this year. Last but not least, we have the feature track of the week. Don't worry, Warner, it's none of yours. But this week's feature track, of course, we have the first ever Pure Tunes Live coming up on April 13th. The guys that are headlining are one of the best punk bands in Scotland right now, hands down. They are the amazing Sinister Flynn. This week's featured track's a free download they did a little while ago, but I think it's still available. The track's called Bad Monkey. It's all about gangsters. Check it out, link at the Wunderbar. And after the cut, remember, if you want us to feature your band on this show and you don't have to be signed to Warner, or you want to give us some of your news, I am gonna get shot. If you want to send us a story that you want us to talk about, send us an email at puretunesmusic@googlemail.com. And if you want to chime in any of the stories, comments in the comments thing. I have been Jimmy Richards, and this has been Pure Tunes. I eternally love your faces, except you, Warner. Goodbye.